Gotta reset that. Good morning. How are you guys? Okay. Got the music, got the coffee queued, almost ready. I'm waiting for the break for that one. Good morning and welcome to Writers Write. I'm Ann Kimbrough and I'm happy to be here with you today. It's a Monday. It's a holiday Monday in the States. Well, Labor Day. This is the end of Labor Day weekend. If you celebrate that, happy non-laboring actually is what we're supposed to be doing. But I'm here because I have to be here. I mean, writing does not take a holiday or a vacation or a national anything. Writing is always in style, I guess. Anyway, it's something I can't give up. I'm at it all the time, although I can't see. Good morning, though. How are you guys? Let's see. I got to get into the chat. I got to see if you can hear me. I was podcasting, so I might have the wrong... Yeah, this is not good. It just says... All right, it's coming input. Okay, it's going the right way. I'm like, that doesn't look good. I couldn't even see that it was correct. Let's see, input's rather loud. How's that? My levels have all changed. I was playing around with things. But we're going to do two 25-minute writing sprints as soon as I get myself together. We start the first one at usually about 5 after the hour. And the big question is, what are we going to work on today? Or what are you going to work on today? I'm the one that I have no clue what I'm going to work on today. I spent last night, I stayed up way longer than I wanted to, trying to get the book published. I'm my Fit Girls Cozy Mystery series, and I'm publishing the first 2 because they're just short novella length stories.
What are you going to work on today?
There I am.
Or what are you going to work on today? I'm the one that I...
It's so weird when I go into chat. It just takes me to the show. So at least I know it's live. Since it's a holiday, maybe nobody is out there. Oh, okay, cool. I'm finally in. But so I should talk about the process I was going through last night. Putting it up. So I finally finished it. I mean, that was my goal before I saw you guys again, was to get the... I have 2 books that I'm working really hard to get to press. So I got the first one is the easiest, the easiest. It's just formatting it and all that kind of jazz. Hey, Yvette's here. Woo, woo. How are you, girl? Hope all is good. Yeah, so I was... If you've ever uploaded something on Amazon for a book, I imagine even if you were selling a product, it would be as difficult. There's just steps. And I was so frustrated by the end because you have to put it up and then you preview it so you can go through every page of the book and there was, for 3 times, with the rule of 3, there was something tripping it up. So I finally got that done. At the end, I just said approve, and I didn't realize I was going live with it. I meant to just, approve and then order a proof copy to get it, to see it, and then go live. So I went live. Because once you hit that button, you can't unhit it. I figured, what does it matter? I mean, it's not like, unless I drive someone to buy it, no one's going to buy it. So, we'll see. I still hasn't been approved by them. All right, I'm going to get everybody started. 25 minutes are on the clock. All is well. That's good to hear, Yvette. And Allie's here. What? Why aren't you working? I'm glad to see you both. On your mark, get set. Right. Our first 25 minutes is going. Now it's a matter of just talking to my girls. See what's going on. Yeah, so I was just so fed up with the putting the book up. Just like, oh, I have to fix this. Oh, I have to... They changed the process. They used to, for the book cover, so they still give you this template for what the book cover is. Once you know the page count, you can put that number and the size of the book into this template they have, and they produce this template that you can put in anywhere you make your cover, and I can put it as the foundation of my Photoshop. And then you build the size of it. You don't have to do too much math or anything to get it to come out right. Oh no, yesterday was a bad day. Sorry. Well, I'm glad you lived to tell the tale. Can you dish any details? Was it just work or everything? Well, I feel like days like that, be happy you survived them and put them behind you. Just put it away. Right? That's... So anyway, the book cover process has changed. So now you have to use one of their... Well, they always had these pre-made book cover things, but they used to have a blank one. And so if you made your own book cover layout off of their template, you just put it there, and they just would go with that. So now I had to put what I have as the cover art there, size it. I don't know. We'll see how it comes out. That's why I really wanted to order a proof. And then you have to plug in the data, like the back cover, which I'd had that all laid out. It was all done. And then I digress. You used too many spoons? Are they mad at work because you overspooned? Oh, what? Your a coworker overdosed or something? Oh, well, why? It sounds like you're in a hotbed of some sort of drama. Oh, that's sad. It's all sad. But are you in the background taking notes like, hey, can't make this stuff up. Might as well use it into my next book. Wow, that's serious. That's seriously tough. Well, I don't blame you. Well, if all you've done is use too many spoons, spoons can be washed. Unless that sounds like a euphemism for something. Anyway. Okay. I am really sorry about that at work. I feel like work... Oh, so no one liked her and they needed an excuse to get rid of her. Well, I don't know. Sounds like she does have issues. I mean, to do that to yourself over a boyfriend or... Girls, never harm yourself over a guy. It ain't worth it. Gotta take care of you first, alright? We know that. We know that. But obviously your coworker did not. Yeah, good for books. Well, as long as you stay out of it. I mean, you're Switzerland. You're like, oh, you feel, we have empathy for everybody. But I don't know. I've definitely gotten to a point where I can't be drawn into too many dramas. I'd rather just write them, as we said. Yeah. I just don't have that in me, right? I'm just like, oh. But I guess the good news, not for your friend, but for me, because it's all about me. No. The good news is I did get the book up, even though I didn't mean to go live with it. It doesn't matter. No one's going to just run out and buy my book, and it's probably perfectly fine. I mean, there's definitely something on every page. That's what I made sure of last night. My third attempt to upload it, and I was happy. I mean, even the uploading was just glitchy. It just suddenly, I don't know. It's not this. There's a reason why it's a business, because it's hard work. I did see the animation. I think that's great. Great, Yvette, that you put that together and have something to drive people to. Yeah, I find that that's like all those things that you can make are pretty great tools to help sell your book. I mean, I don't know if I would do it myself, just because I feel like it needs to serve the kind of book you're writing. And yours, I liked that it brought out the dialogue and the drama. So that was really cool. So with my mystery books, I don't know. I did once, what is the program? It's called Animoto. Animoto, Animoto. So you can make small little trailers. with them. And that's kind of more for just video, pictures. Like if you gone on a trip, you could make a cute little video of it with like maybe 5 of your favorite pictures. And it's that kind of thing. I've used it for that. But it does have a feature where you can add some video. And I did use it for one of my suspenseful ones because they had free video of somebody running. Now there's more free video. So yeah, there was somebody like their feet running. So it seemed, oh, that sounds like a suspense story. I'll use that. So anyway, we'll see. I could always use that again, but I think you're clever in finding things like that and tools that you can use. To me, there's always this, just like putting my book up. There's a learning curve, and I try to be wary of it. You got some juicy deets? Oh, good. Well, you're a smart girl, Allie. I mean, I think everyone that writes has a little more common sense, or at least we understand plot, and we understand how things like good and bad better. I don't know how to place it, but I do feel like that the majority of writers do have a little more self-protection because we're a little removed from everybody, I feel, in some ways, because we're viewing them as story. Don't you feel that way? I mean, I feel like a normal person, but on some level, I am always a step back going, even if I'm right in the thick of it, I will step back and go, might not be right at the moment. It might be after. And I've come to realize that I don't think your average person, if you gathered together 100 people, the average person in that group would never look at situations from, how would I write this as a story? So I think that gives us an advantage because we're allowed to step back, protect ourselves maybe, but also learn, assess the situation, and come out the better. I like to think that. We have to have, something good has to come from writing all the time and never getting paid for it. So at least that. All right, we get paid. It's just in bits and pieces. All right, so the thing I have to work on today is my podcast. I've got to gather some news stories. I roped in my last host so I could have a little more variety because I had one host that was in a ton of them. And I love the show, so he's really good. I just feel after a while, if you're constantly just talking about weird, scary news, at some point the reactions are going to be the same. Oh my God, that's awful. They must be on drugs. I don't know. And so I figured the only way to keep really good variety is to have, different people react to it, different stories. Chandra, hi, welcome. How are you today? What you writing? I am, like I said, working on the podcast, but I feel happy that I got a cozy mystery book out. And I have one more that's not a cozy. I have just a mystery, more of a kid's mystery that is on my agenda for this week to finish. And I'll be careful. I actually really do need a proof of that one. I can't just go live with it. You got 26 cents from Amazon? Woohoo! You're rich! Don't spend it all in one place. Well, yeah. No, do spend it all in one place and let us know what you got. Can you get gum? Get like one little piece of gum? I hope that gets a little bit bigger over time. Invest it wisely, and in 5,000 years, it still won't be much. Is that from the Kindle Vella book? Honestly, like I said, if Kindle Vella had not done that launch bonus, I would have not made anything. And I have not made even 26 cents on royalties for my Kindle Vella. But I did make $72 for the launch bonus. So, go figure. So we'll see what happens this month. Yvette will have to tell us too, if she did as well the second month. Because only at the launch did I launch people toward my Kindle Vella book. Now, I found it was not And so I recently did, moving on from Kindle Vella, because I don't want to go there again. I haven't found what works for that. Let's see, I got a little hair here. Anyway, I did finish that book. I have a copy. I have a proof of the coloring book I did. So that it's more of a journal, but it's a coloring book. And I did put an ad out for like 2 days. I think I only spent like $10. I had over 1,100 impressions. So whatever that meant. And like 292 clicks. So it's not a very well-performing ad. So that's why I pulled it down. But worse than that, none of those 292 clicks, which technically they would take them to my page on Amazon to buy the book. None of them bought it. So I don't know what I'm doing wrong with that. But I think maybe because you couldn't see any of the pages yet. The look inside feature wasn't there. And I'm not sure they'll give it for a book like that. I'm not sure they'll show the look inside. But anyway, so what I did is I filmed like a little video of my book, of the inside. So that's there. But honestly, I think I have to figure out a way. I think I have to have it in the ad that you can see an inner page and the cover. All I did was boost a post on Facebook. And I've had good luck when I did that with a cozy mystery book. But I was also within my cozy mystery community. So that all helps. I don't have a coloring book community. Hey, Sergio, how are you doing today? Are you enjoying the beach? I see it in your emoji. Yeah, you can just go to the beach. How did you guys all get through that weather? That kind of skipped Florida, right? I was hearing about all the flooding in Atlanta and those parts. Oh yeah. And there was a lot of bad stuff in the New York area. My old stomping ground. Let's see. But today, it's about completing all of my podcast recording sessions. I'm almost done. Almost. I've decided there's 22 episodes. They'll launch at Halloween. I'm going to put out 3 episodes to start and then like 2 every Monday. Until the first of the year, and then I'll have maybe 4 left over, so I'll just put 1 out a week. And then we'll see. But I need to find... I'm going to record with my gal that does the news, plays my newscaster that reads the news. So that's already together, but I'm also going to record more with my new co-host. So I need to find those stories. I don't know what I'm calling it. I have 3 lists here that are... Okay. Is this the right one? Yep. This was it. She found it. I actually went through my computer last night and cleaned it up. I leave so much open, it sort of blocks that I have totally filled up my monitor with little screen grabs or documents. And the other day I noticed it and I went, gotta fix that. Yeah. All right. And I did finally finish an episode. I think I told you guys that. So I'm up to episode 8 of the 22 I have to edit. 22, 8. Yeah, it feels like I really have to focus. All right. I need to go over here. So you wonder, where do you get your podcast scary stories, Anne? I search for them all the time, and I blog about them. So they're on a blog called the iscarystory.com. That is where, and I go look and see the ones I've put up, and I turn those into the podcast. So I gotta remember which ones that I just do. Oh, I think I have some that I haven't posted yet I want to do. Oh, I did those too. Yeah, there's some freaky news. I have found in collecting all this data. Oh, let's see. Oh yeah, I did those two too. That the most scary thing out there are human beings. Surprise! Yeah, you knew that. Because that's what we write about, right? Well, my mysteries for sure. Let's see. Should I do another? Yeah, there's a lot of road rage stories to find. Some very freaky things of cannibals. A lot of cannibal stories suddenly. When I first started, I had a lot of amusement park disasters. No. There's a certain level of scary stories. So I put up scary stories that I find are just, weird, freaky kind of things. So some of those are just like, there's not a lot to discuss. So the ones for the podcast part, I need to be able to have, I needed to give us a reaction. It's like, ooh, some kind of reaction. And that's then maybe I know my co-host, so something that maybe they could talk about, definitely talk about, but something like in their past, like if it's a hiker that's gone missing, if they're wilderness guys. I really should find a girl. If I do a season 2, I've got to find a girl co-host. In this season, I have 4 co-hosts, all men. So I guess it's just a matter of who you can pull into something. I did want to get my writing partner. I should get him. He's just been so busy. Oh, this could be a good one. And the carjacking. Let's see. Yeah, I guess I could do that. I want to do this one. We need a ghost story, though. Where do you guys mind some of your ideas? Sergio's not at the beach. I just always imagine you at the beach having fun. A shark passed you last time you were at the beach? Are you doing, are you guys, at least Sergio is in the United States. You have Labor Day off? A meter away? Oh, good. I'm glad you tried to get everyone out of the water. I'm assuming everybody was okay. Yikes. Yikes. A shark. I mean, well, that's nature. Yeah, I do have quite a few nature stories when animals attack. They're just being animals, aren't they? But I have those in the scary news because there's some freaky ones. The one that I thought was the craziest was that a woman was eaten whole by a python. Oh. Now, even if she was a petite woman, I'm assuming she had to be. And I don't remember the country, but it was somewhere like Cambodia. It's somewhere where they have jungles, so they have huge snakes. But something that could eat, I mean, even if she was the size of a small child, which she probably wasn't. She was probably the size of just a small woman, a small petite woman. That story, that freaks me out, that you could just be swallowed whole by a python. Okay, what did I click on? Oh, there it is. This one is scary on a different level. Okay. Which one should I use? You've let the bunnies out? Who let the bunnies out? Who? Please don't sing, Anne. But you know that song, Who Let the Dogs Out? But yeah, you knew it. Yes, she can't sing, but she can type. I don't know why I feel compelled to dance while I type. Just feeling the music. It's happy, and I'm writing about something scary. Well, this isn't scary. I mean, it's not like ghost scary. It's like natural. Well, it's not natural disaster, but it's like disaster scary. Read my blog to find out. It's about Chernobyl. There's some bad stuff going on still at Chernobyl. Mama? Thanks, Allie. I knew you'd get it. All right. Applied science. Not really sure. But my computer's making sounds. Why is it making sounds? I feel like, do you guys ever, like with your computers, do you shut them all the way down ever? Because I always just sleep. I've always just put everything to sleep. And I don't know if I mean, obviously the computer gets restarted? Yeah. It restarts every now and then. And now it's hushed. It's like the fan went on. Whatever. The big fan in my computer. It is streaming, but I've never heard it do that before. I mean, it restarts when, when you get an update. Could you hear it? It did have an overheating sound. Don't be overheating. Computer. Feels fine. It's not hot. I don't know. Yeah, it's all part of cleaning it up a bit. I need to do a backup, and I mean, it's new. I'm sure let me just check really quick. What the system? Oh, it needs an update. I just updated it. Okay, well, that answers it. And our timer just went off. Yay! How did you do? Those of you that were playing along at home. I got one story. That's good. And I now just have to find which will be the second one. And it's time for coffee, the most important time of the day. Let's see. I've run out of all my my Tim Hortons. But Seattle's Best is pretty good too. I need to go out. All the coffee I've left is either half calf outside of this one. Is either half calf or decaf. How did I let that happen? Da da da. Excuse me. I guess that's going. So, what do we want to talk about for writing today in our little break? We will do our second writing sprint in a few moments. But, I don't know. I was going to say we should talk about outlining, but I didn't prepare anything to do that. You know, to me, the areas where people that always outline do outline the big picture, right? That's sort of, you know where you're going. Oh, you've built an area for the bunnies. How many are there now? Excuse me. Oh, okay, Yvette. So you are 100% on solar. That's so groovy. I'm still going down that path, by the way, that you started me on. Still collecting data, what we can do. I didn't outline my speech on outlining. No, I didn't. Well, I thought about it. So I thought that most of us do the big picture, right? And a lot of people outline after they've written something. Have you ever done that? It's not a bad way to do things. It just, to me, it's just, I don't like rewriting. That's my thing. I like writing and I like editing and I like, I like going over stuff and bringing it all together and taking it to the next level. I love that. But I don't want to know purposely that I'm setting myself up to rewrite beyond what I normally would have to do, right? 2? You only have 2? Well, I guess that's enough for you to have one and for the monster to have one. Sarah, right? Sarah? Oh, if you could just smell the coffee. It just makes you smile. But anyway, to me, the really important part about outlining, sometimes these days, what really comes in is to look at scenes. And of course, I think of scenes because I think of, I read a lot of movies, and to me, outlining is imperative for movies. So I feel like most of my outlining knowledge comes from there. But, so to me, it's like the details. And also maybe lately, I think that way a lot because I'm writing mysteries, so the details really matter. But I like to have my outline, and when you're writing a movie, of course, you're writing the beats. So each beat is a scene, and within that, the scenes together have to work together in what they like to call a sequence. So it's just like taking it to the big. So you have your beginning, middle, end. Then you go down to the scene level, and maybe you have 5 scenes that work together in some kind of story arc that's part of your main character's journey. So they have to work together as scenes. And then you break it down into one scene. And within that one scene, you also need a story arc and thus an outline of where they start, what's the high point, where does it end. So, so I would say, have you thought about that? Scene outlines are very important. They're good, important tools to use to get to the details. You have to tell me what you think. And if you like this topic, I can talk about it more. But like I always say, outlining is sort of one of those things you pick it up as you go, and you learn a little here, learn a little there, and you sort of create your own version of what you do. And what we're going to do now is get writing again. Yay! All right. This is our second 25-minute writing sprint of the morning or day, depending when you're watching this, or your time zone. You ready? On your mark, get set, write! Bing, bing, bing. I still need that buzzer to say go. I want a big gong. But instead, I'm going to have coffee. Lots and lots. No, just one. Just one a day. One a day to keep the grumps away. And my cream, which isn't really cream. It's soy based, I think. No, it's not soy. Ooh. It's gotta be the right proportions of coffee. to my ASMR sounds. This is not an ASMR video. I still have people asking me about my stomach growls. That's good. It needs a little more cream. I forgot that Seattle's best. It's really stout. Stout would be a good word if you do beer. It's a very stout coffee. It needs a little more. I should have brought my cinnamon. I forgot it. All right. More sounds. Oh. Okay, that's better. Now I can taste the creamer. I don't know why I'm so addicted to coffee. Maybe because it's addictive. And, well, you know, one a day. I do go to bed at night and say, oh, good, I'll wake up, I can have coffee. I'm not liking my hat and this hair today. I got my hair cut, which you can tell. It's a little short, but it needed it. But since I got it cut, well, and they color it. The roots always have to get colored. So I haven't washed it since the cut. You know, if girls, back me up here. If you get your hair colored, you shouldn't wash it instantly. So anyway, I haven't actually been able to do it all myself from start to finish. So that's why I'm not happy. I have to do it though. Today would be the day. Next time you see me. If my hair looks bad, it's my fault, not that I just haven't taken control of the cut. Do you know what I'm talking about? I always feel like after you cut your hair, so you go and get your hair cut, and the person that cuts your hair styles it. This is probably more of a girl thing. Oh, they do it for guys too, right? And anyway, they style it and you come away looking great. But they style it in a way that you can't, because your hands are attached to your body. I can't do what the stylist does because she's over here. She's behind. Anyway, so to me then, the next day, if you can't wash your hair right away, or you can, obviously, but you shouldn't if you want the color to stay, then it's like I have to restyle hair that she's styled, and it doesn't work. So you don't really know how good your cut is. This is great insight for men riding women. But you don't really get it until you actually wash your hair and have to start from scratch and see, then you really know if you had a good haircut. Just saying. These are the things I'm inflicting upon you. Sorry. It's all good for character. Alright, I gotta find un more story. Let's see, did I get everything out of this one? Okay, well, let me add that. This is really scary. And I'm not gonna tell you why. Go read my blog! If she could type. Radioactive. Sounds like a song. Radioactive. Still can't type. Yeah, we don't need all that technical jargon. This is a news report from a science. So, all right, I'm gonna have to put that in my words. That'll do. Oop. Where are we? Oh, I did want to point out Tim's book, An Epilogue to Innocence. I think that's... You can find it in the link. All right. That will do. I did that. All right, I have a story about Chernobyl. What would be a good one to go with it? That's freaky. This one I won't. It's in the blog, but it will never be in the podcast. So it's called Old Cake. You like this one, Allie? It's more for an oddity. I just had to include it. It's not really scary. It's about a strange auction item. 40-year-old wedding cake. The slice is from the wedding of Prince Charles and Lady Di. So that's something nostalgic. So somebody at an auction, I forgot how much. Here, let me click on the story. I forgot how much they paid. Let's see. Would you eat it? No. So I guess it was from, I guess they made a whole ton of cakes. So it wasn't like it was the cake at their reception, right? It was a cake, one of these ton of cakes that were made, but official cakes. It was icing, marzipan base. It was one of 23 official cakes made in July 1981. It had a royal coat of arms, gold, red, blue, silver on top, white icing. There's also a silver horseshoe and a decorative border along the bottom. All right. They said that it was probably sent to the Clarence house for consumption of the Queen's mother's staff, who, of course, frittered it away somewhere. Frittered? Is that a word? And are now selling it. Oh, so it did end up in the possession of someone that is an employee of the Queen Mother, or probably was. Queen Mother's not around anymore. Oh, it was originally sold in auction in 2008. Probably it sounds like after that employee passed by her family. And it's been wrapped in a plastic cake tin ever since. It's in great condition. Go figure. I was trying to find a price here as I... Oh, here it is. Oh, they don't say. It's expected to sell. So it's a slice of cake. 40 years old. Expected to sell for £300, but could go as high as 400. I guess the whatever it was should be out there. The auction was on in August of I don't know what year. Half stories, but isn't that really? That's from the odd category. Everything else is scary. It's about cannibals and road rage, and maybe I'll do a road rage one. Maybe. Sometimes I also find some like the ghostly kind of videos every now and then, and I'll just put those up as a link. Obviously, those can't be on the podcast either. Cake. Yeah, a slice of cake. 300 to 400 pounds. Because it was one of the 23 official wedding cakes for Charles and Diane. Ooh, a sinkhole. That's a good one. Okay. Sinkhole could be good. So. Oh. There's pictures. Sinkholes. Vicious. Yeah, I haven't done the sinkhole story. Okay, I think I'm gonna do this. A road rage one to go with my Chernobyl story. At least they're different. Okay, here this is Miami. I have a lot of these stories come out of Florida. I don't know. I don't do that. I just search the internet. I'm just saying. I don't think it means anything. But Sergio, I'm worried for you. Let's see. This is called. What did I call it? If I could type. I'm actually a good typist. Oh. Ah! Everything's jiggling. Sorry. I just hit. Well, okay, this is news, but it happened in... Oh, okay, good. This is good. Sergio, you don't have to worry. I got it from the News Miami site, but it happened in Washington. King County, Washington. Unless that's... Is that an area? Washington. It's not Washington, Florida. It's gotta be Washington State, right? Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, there's a Jeep. Hug those bunnies for me. They sound cute. Pets though. Pets. See, to me, pets are like a good idea until you have one. I like to know people with pets because I like to visit pets. Like, I like people that have a dog that I could go walk if I felt the need. Yeah. But then, no. I'm kind of a pet-free zone. Yvette, do you have pets in your tiny little home? So since I started searching for, tiny like trailers and stuff, and so now my YouTube channel, or not my channel, but my YouTube search just pops up, all those recommendations, tons of stuff about trailers. They're fun to watch the tours and, why some are better than others. I still don't know what we're going to do on that score. There's options. The one option I kind of like, but I don't know if it'll work yet. I do want to get one of those little trailers that has its own solar, and I want to put it in my backyard, which would take some work because I don't have a way to push a trailer into my backyard. But no pets. Yeah. So we're thinking the same. Yeah, I love animals. I love pets, but I've raised a child. I've done my work. There is much work as a kid. A van. You're right. I could do a van. So the thing is, like, to me, it's like the toilets and the shower. So it's either like this tiny little thing, which obviously all the ones I'm looking at are so small. Most of them are like, they have a toilet, but basically you pull it out and probably put it somewhere else. I can't imagine the smell of that right with you. A shuttle bus. I do need something, if we really did just have to take off, because see, that's, for me, it's like a backup plan. I'm not going to live in it full time. Not at this point in my life, but like you, I would like the wheels already turning in that direction. So if the need arose, I could pack up my favorite people and say, let's get out of here, or say, pack up your car. At least we'd have a place to sleep, It's a thought. But in the meantime, I could get a trailer, I could put it in my backyard, and it could be like a little riding place. I don't know how feasible that is, but it gives me like a dual. So it's like I could find, instead of just finding one that fits in my garage and just leaving it in the garage, that would be the other option. I mean, because it wouldn't make any sense to get something and just pay for it to park somewhere. And I can't park it on my driveway. That's not allowed here where I live. So, but it could definitely fit into my garage because I have one side's extra long. I mean, extra long for garages. It's not that long, but I finally went into a neighbor's house and found out that the extra long part of our garage in some models is actually part of the house. So it's like this big laundry room. So it's really funny to say, because these homes were built like in the 90s, so obviously I wasn't here then. And I mean, I was here. I just wasn't here. I was on the planet. I just wasn't in this town. Anyway, it's funny. I found out that there's a closet upstairs that can be a second bathroom, or it would be a third bathroom, but a second bathroom to another bedroom. So that makes more sense because there's these two closets that are back to back, and then there's this huge laundry room. So right now, my house, you have this extra space, and you have to step up to it, which was always like, why do you have to step up to this? It's because that's how it could be part of the house. It's a terrible tiny step. It's like a, it's like an inch step. I can't tell you how many times I tripped over it when I first moved into the house before, my brain caught up. Okay. All right. I will search it. Yeah, well, all these things are popping up now because of you, girl. It's a good thing. I'm happy. And it's better than sometimes some of the things that used to pop up. What did I get into watching? I don't know how it came up, but there's this guy called Brian Christopher on YouTube, and it's all him playing slot machines. But like, I guess it came up because it was probably I was searching how do you make your YouTube channel, successful, because I'm going to build a YouTube channel around this scary podcast. So that's I was researching, and this guy has really made a huge success. I mean, he went from just filming himself. I mean, it started with him just in Vegas sometime on his birthday or something, and he was filming himself like secretively. I mean, because you weren't allowed. They used to stop you. I haven't done it in forever, but right now anyone could film themselves with their cameras, and they're not going to stop you in a casino from doing that because everyone's got a camera and everyone's always taking pictures and filming themselves. So, but they would stop you if you were filming the games, I think. I can remember years ago, my husband had a second job and he was a dealer, so he could deal blackjack. And he was trying out for what's that show? Survivor. He tried out for Survivor for several years, never got accepted, which is too bad. But we did all these really fun videos, and at the time we thought it'd be fun to show him dealing. So I went to the casino, and I had, of course, this is back when you had like a camcorder thing, and I had the camcorder and was filming, and I knew they would stop me, and it was a small one, but I was able to get him dealing, before the security came up to me and said, "Ma'am, you can't use that in here." And I was like, "Oh, I can't? Oh, I'm sorry." She knew she couldn't. But I got a great video of him. I understand why they don't want you to film. But nowadays, you just can. Yes, you do know him. He does, yeah. The Plaza Hotel, he has his own area with all his favorite games. Now, the Plaza Hotel is not the greatest hotel. I mean, it's downtown Vegas, if you know. We call it Glitter Gulch, and it's the one at the far. And it used to have this dome restaurant. It's probably still there. It was called Center Stage, but it was this big dome, and it looked straight down the downtown Main Street, basically. It's not called Main Street, but anyway, it was right there in the heart of it. But it's also right where the train station Amtrak comes in. So, it's not the classy part. It's not the Strip. It's downtown. But they've cleaned it up. It's okay. Anyway, that's the casino. Then that casino is a bit what I would say run down. They might have improved it since I've been there. It's been a long time since I've been there. Anyway, that's older Vegas. I'd call it old Vegas. But yeah, he's got his place there. Anyway, his videos pop up all the time, and sometimes I'll watch them because it's kind of funny. I love it when they do the group pulls, but it's so huge now. I mean, he made a huge success, so now he obviously goes to casinos, and they know he's there. They want him there, and he does all these group pulls, and I would love somewhere to hear his full story. Yeah. Oh, look, the music is ending just as our timer is going to go off. I think, Yvette, that you and I watch a lot of the same things. We have similar interests. That's cool. All right, guys, we did it. I actually got what I wanted to get done today. I got it done. Go figure. And I talked the whole time. Of course, now the rest of the day, the rest of my Monday, my Monday. Somehow that sounds like mundane. It won't be mundane. I have to get my other book done this week. So, yeah. And I need to start book 2. Formatting book 2 of the second Cozy Mystery paperback I'm going to put out. You think it'd be easier now that I just been through getting one published? It's all those steps, and they change every time. They feel like they change. Well, anyway, I will do it. It shall happen. How about you? Do you got an agenda for this week? An intention. I like that word. I like an intention. Bye, Allie. Thanks for so much for coming and tuning in. Be careful of the drama out there and have fun with your bunnies. And Yvette, thank you so much for joining me. Thanks for sending me the link to your animation. Keep up all that great work. I like imagining you in your van. I'm like, there's a part of that. It's like, it's like it is a dream that I could do that. I don't know if I'll do that. I look around my house and go, I really like having rooms. Can I have several vans? Can I have, each one would need someone to pull it though, wouldn't I? I'd need a caravan of vans. Yeah, something like that. And Sergio, thanks for tuning in. Oh, you're off Friday, so will you visit me? I hope. Yeah, I've got a couple more weeks, and I am gonna miss probably a week, maybe 3 episodes. I'm gonna be, I don't know, I gotta check. I'm gonna be traveling, and I don't think I'll be able to stream, but we'll see. I don't want to take a computer. I want to actually have a vacation. But I'll warn you guys, or if I don't pop up in your notifications, you'll not say, oh, Anne's on vacation. But that's still several weeks away. All right, guys, have a wonderful, wonderful Monday and kick off your week. Hopefully this has kicked off your week really in a good way, a creative way. Yes. Yeah, take good care of yourselves and do more writing. I am. That's the whole rest of the day. Writing. It's where the magic happens. When you're all alone with your computer. Do you ever feel like your best friend is your computer? All right. Take good care, guys, and thanks so much for joining me. We'll see you Friday at 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time to do more writing.